Hello there, folks. So today we will be taking a look at my choices of top 10 most anticipated games of 2018. I'm gonna try to do it as short as possible within my limitations of short. So I'm gonna talk about first. So I didn't include any expansions. I didn't include some of the Kickstarters that are coming up in January or February. For example, there will be from Colossal Games, the Western Legends, which is on my t-shirt right here. Kami-sama, I know as well. Then we have Endeavor, Age of Sails, and there are Seize the Bean, and many, many more. Because I'm not sure if they will come out in 2018. They might be delayed because of the Kickstarter, you know how it runs. And they might come out in 2019. So I'm not gonna put them on the list, although I'm very excited about some of the Kickstarters, very, very much. And some expansions are really cool, or for example, new unlock adventures, new unlock scenarios that are coming up. I'm super excited about any new scenario of exits or unlock or any escape room game, which are kind of separate scenarios, which are kind of separate entries. But on the other hand, they are the same thing, so I'm extremely excited. But I thought it's the new unlock scenarios aren't really a 2018 release anymore for me. I don't know. I'm gonna put it into 2017 list, even if the new scenarios come up. So that's for me. So that's my opinion on those. But without further ado, I think let's just start. So what I did. So also I'm gonna read a small description, a phrase or two, or even a little bit more about the game, which I copy-pasted from Board Game Geek. So, and then I'm gonna give you my comments on that. So, let's start with number 10. Number 10 is Rivers of Midgard. Designer is J.B. Havel, and Grey Fox Games is the publisher. And it says, Rivers of Midgard is a single worker placement game set in the Champions of Midgard universe. In the game, players recruit veteran warriors and Vikings to their raiding party, upgrade their ships, and sail off to pillage villages before bringing home the spoils of battle. So it sounds, familiar. Worker placement sounds interesting, though. The thing about this one is that I really like Champions of Midgard, and the expansions added more stuff to Champions of Midgard, and now I do like it more. For me, it's a solid worker placement game with dice as warriors and whatever. And I really like the art and everything. So I'm looking forward to this one. It says single worker placement. It kind of, I don't know, maybe it means that you have only one worker per round or something like that. But I heard about something that like everybody will benefit from where you put your worker. Kind of share or draft resources, something like that. I don't know. But sounds interesting, and it's a number 10. And not higher for now because I want to see more information. So number 10 was Rivers of Midgard. Number 9 is Kero, I don't know how to pronounce that. The designer is Prospero Hall and the publisher is Hurricane. Now, Kero is a two-player game set in post-apocalyptic world in which your ability to survive is based on how much kerosene you can find. And I saw the preview of this game in 2016, like longer ago, and I was thinking about it should come out in 2017. Didn't come out. And now I'm excited a little bit more. I don't know why. It's a two-player game, and I don't usually play two-player games anymore that much. But this one has the dice and pressure lock, and it has this timer. You have your kerosene kind of sand timer, and you have those trucks which you put upside, and then you have kind of 60 seconds to roll dice, and you can re-roll them as many times as you want, keeping some bad results and kind of trying to get the best results possible. And then you get those resources from dice with which you can buy, or whatever the dice are resources, which you can buy equipment, cards, and whatever. It sounds interesting, but you can also buy back time, but based on whatever your opponent rolls, something like that. So there is a twist to that, and I really want to see this kind of a pressure lock, real-time dice game. And it seems to be a lighter side, but probably very engaging. I don't know. Anyway, Kero number 9. I'm very interested in this one. Number 8 is a game called Coma Ward. So the designer is Daniel Lott, and Everything Epic Games is the publisher. In Coma Ward, players are patients who have awoken in an abandoned yet still functioning hospital with no memory and no idea of what is happening. That sounds really cool. Patients must search the hospital for clues and necessities. In their search, patients may find unspeakably terrifying things. Kind of psychological horror type game in the hospital. I like the setting. I don't know why. I really want to see the setting. And also, there is that you first you explore, and you put new tiles out, and then you collect some items that will help you on your journey. It sounds like Betrayal Betrayal in the House on the Hill, or Betrayal of the House on the Hill, but you know that game anyway. Sounds similar to this game, and that's why it interests me. That other game, the older game, had some problems. This new one has really cool theme. Exploration inside there, finding items and kind of encountering some terrifying things. Sounds really cool. I'm in. Number 8, Coma Ward. Number 7 is Metropolis, and the designers are Charles Chevalier and Bruno Catala, and publisher is Midgard. And it says, gather your ants in Metropolis and send them through the anthill to do your bidding. What do you want? Fruit, warriors, a queen, even more ants. And I'm excited about this one because it's a Midgard release, and I'm always excited about Midgard releases. Bruno Catala, of course, very good friend Bruno Catala, and I'm always excited about his games. I saw some earlier prototype stuff. I haven't played it, and all I know about this one is it's not a skirmish, not a war game, but your ants are your kind of warriors, and at the end of the game you get points based on how many ants you have, and you have those tunnels, and you kind of spread out, and you can attack each other as well. So you're kind of trying to build up your kingdom, or like build up your army of ants, spread out, explore, and it's a tile placement. And these are the two designers that make great collaborations. It should be, isn't it that the Charles Chevalier, yes, Abyss, for example. Abyss was the one that they made together. So I'm really curious about this game, and that's called Metropolis, number 7. Number 6 is a game I've already played in a prototype form, and we did a Kickstarter preview for that, and that's Rise of Tribes. The designer is Brad Brooks, and the publisher is Breaking Games. In ancient prehistoric times, you have discovered a new land with plentiful lakes, mountains, and forests, and apparently many stone rocks that shall be called dice. Your people can develop new things like basketry, or find oxen, or simply grow and conquer. So this description doesn't kind of show you the game, but basically this game is about dice. You have those dice, you roll them, and you put them on those actions, and this game is kind of simple. You want to get to 15 points. You get to 15 points, you win the game. And you have those lands, you spread out, you build up your people on those lands, you gather resources. With those resources, you can build technology cards, and the game itself is quite simplistic. So I didn't want to. There was another game called Petrichor, which will now come out in 2018, although it had to come out in 2017. I'm also extremely excited about Petrichor, but I kind of understood Petrichor. I played it, and although I'm very excited about this game, I'm not anticipating it anymore, and I will get the copy anyway. With Rise of Tribes, I'm anticipating even though I made a Kickstarter preview, because there is so much more stuff that was added during the Kickstarter that I want to look at this game once more. I want to explore it once more. I really like the idea of this kind of a simplistic civilization type area control. Dice determine if you have a little bit worse or better action, but it's not that luck dependent, you know. Sometimes it is. Like I was talking about that in Kickstarter preview, so you can take a look. We have a Kickstarter preview up of this game on our channel, on my channel. So yeah, I'm it looks gorgeous, and yeah, I'm excited because now I remembered one more thing. I'm gonna talk about that at the end of the video. Now I remembered one more thing. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so I'm excited about this one because I just played already, but I want to explore it again. Number 6, Rise of Tribes. Number 5 is Cerebria, the Inside Worlds. And designer is Richard Amann and Victor Peter. And Mind Clash Games is the publisher. Leave the outside world behind, submerge into Cerebria and shape the future of the inside world in a 2 to 4 player area control team game. Cerebria, the Inside World. Assume the role of Cerebria's spirits associated with either bliss or gloom and invoke emotion cards with various intensities and abilities to occupy important areas on the main board. So, this one is from those who made Trickerion, Legends of Illusion and Anachrony, and that's why I'm really interested in more of their titles. I don't know, they are making great stuff, great quality, and basically they're just doing great job with everything, with Kickstarter production, gameplay as well. Both Trickerion and Anachrony are great games. They're heavy. And in Cerebria, I'm looking forward to kind of a medium weight game. It looks really cool. The theme is weird, really cool as well. Emotions are those spirits, emotions, whatever. And you, the team play as well, which I'm interested in. And you kind of build those towers up in the middle, kind of collect crystals or shards or whatever, the fragments. I don't know much about, I looked at the gameplay before, but I don't remember much about the gameplay, but I know that it excites me just looking at the game and knowing who is making this game. And that's number 5, Cerebria, the Inside World. Number 4, Stuffed Fables. Designer is Jerry Cutthorne. Hi, Jerry. And Black Hat Games is the publisher. Stuffed Fables is an unusual adventure game in which players take on the roles of brave stuffies seeking to save the child they love from a scheming evil mastermind. And the chapters of Stuffed Fables explore the many milestones of child's life, creating a memorable tale ideal for families as well as groups of adults who haven't forgotten their childlike sense of wonder. This game sounds very much like Mice and Mystics, you know, you have the storybook, and this is basically from their new series of adventure games. This sounds like this one, but it's probably even more advanced, even better, even more streamlined. I hope so. I really like story games which have exploration sense to it, and it looks amazing. Jerry is a good friend, and Black Hat Games makes great games. So after just looking at the game, hearing about this one, I'm extremely excited about this one because I really love Mice and Mystics. I don't own Mice and Mystics anymore due to few reasons, but I will always love Mice and Mystics. It will be in my heart because it was the game that engaged us. It was the game where we talked in characters, where we have this kind of a role-playing and we were cheering for the mice, and I'm hoping for the same here. And the story and the theme is really cool, those toys and trying to save the child and in dreams, whatever. So really, really cool sounding and cool looking game. By the way, number 4, Stuffed Fables. Number 3 is Imaginarium. Designers are Bruno Catala, Florian Sirix, so I'm sorry, and Bombix is the publisher. Imaginarium is a strategy combination and development game. So it got my interest because, first of all, it's Bruno Catala. And it looks really cool and different, the kind of a steampunk feel and theme to it. I don't know much about the gameplay, but you know, put Bruno Catala, find a good publisher, which is Bombix, Abyss, for example, and the other game which I really enjoyed. Yes, History is another game which I really enjoyed. Both games are really, really cool. And History, I wasn't expecting much, and I loved it. So I'm looking forward to another Bombix game, and Bruno Catala, of course, involved. So I'm totally in, and I'm extremely excited about after just looking at the game. That's Imaginarium. number 3. Number 2 is Victorian Masterminds. Designers are Antoine Bauza and Eric Lang. The combination of those two already like, what? I'm very excited about this one. And cool me or not is the publisher. Quality. Sherlock Holmes is dead, and with London's greatest detective out of the way, those with villainous minds decide to wreak as much terror as possible on the populace. And you are one of those dastardly no good nicks. So, what caught my interest, of course, the combination of two designers, and why I'm extremely excited about this one, because this is a worker placement where you play an evil mastermind. I'm already in the theme. And worker placement, I do love worker placements, and I'm sure that this will be different. If Eric Lang makes worker placement game, and he does, there's Godfather. It's not like Blood Rage is not really, it's more of like a drafting game, and the other, like, eventually, I mean, what I mean is that when Eric Lang makes kind of those mid-weight Euro games, he makes perfect hybrids that fit my taste very much. I mean, like, this is my spot. And that's why I'm extremely excited about Victorian Masterminds, and Antoine Bauza is a great designer as well. Although I'm not playing many of his games, I own Seven Wonders Duel, which he made with Bruno Catala, so... But I'm really looking forward to this combination of two designers, and this... I'm hoping maybe one of my top 3 games of 2018 in the future, you know? I'm extremely excited about this one. My hopes are really high for this game. That's Victorian Masterminds number 2. And my number 1 is Treasure Island. This was... Oh no, I skipped it 1 year because I forgot about this one, but I played a prototype in 2016 Essen. And I really loved it. I loved the idea, and Vincent Dutrey is the artist, so I'm totally in. And Marc Paquin, a good friend as well, he made a game with Bruno Catala called Yamatai, which I really love as well. So, and I'm like, oh, he's on fire. And and Matagat, by the way, Marc Paquin is the designer and the publisher is Matagat. This combination is like, boom, you know, it's Vincent Dutrey, Matagat, Marc Paquin, because I know him well, so I really appreciate his work. And the theme of Treasure Island. So, Treasure Island is a game of bluffing and adventure in which one player embodies Long John, trying to mislead the others in their search for his treasure. The hunt reaches its climax with Long John's escape, when he will make a final run to get the booty for himself. So in this game, I played that Long John, and I was in prison, and I kinda choose which clues I give out about the treasure I find out. And there are dry eraser boards, so there's the map, dry eraser map, and the other players are using those lines and circles, whatever, to draw lines to search the areas to find the treasure, while I'm giving clues. But sometimes I can give a wrong clue, you know, on purpose, just to bluff. And there's also, I don't remember, there's something about the bigger actions the other players are using, the more time it consumes, which means, like, when the time runs out, time tokens, whatever, they probably developed it further, but basically when the time runs out, I escape the prison, and now I, as a Long John, can go and grab that treasure, and then I can win. So this is kind of an idea of me trying to survive, that kind of giving out the clues to other players and make them not find the treasure eventually, and then run for it. And you can bluff even then. And I loved this idea. I love my play of that in Essen 2016. I'm extremely excited about this game. This game is gonna be awesome. This game is gonna be one of my, like, already after playing the prototype, and I'm sure they're gonna make it even better. This game is gonna be in my top 10 of 2018. I'm sure of that. Whatever other games come out. So, these are my 10 games. Now, what I wanted to say is that, what I remembered, is that I forgot to look at my... I looked at my wish list, and I forgot to look at my pre-orders, which I have. No, pre-orders, I mean the Kickstarters that will come out in 2018. that will be like sent to backers in 2018. So there are many more games. I'm gonna put the link in the description below of which games are pre-ordered from BGG, I mean from Kickstarter, so which games I have backed. And there are many more games. So for example, Rising Sun. I'm extremely excited about Rising Sun. But then again, I'm thinking about that. It's good that I didn't include those, because for me, it's really cool to anticipate a game that I don't know much about and then explore it. With Kickstarter games, I didn't really want to put them in here anyway, because I was excited when they were on Kickstarter, and this anticipation excitement went away, and when I will get them again, probably this anticipation excitement will come back. So that's why, you know, that's why maybe Rising Sun wasn't on the list and so on. It's not because I've played or anything like that, it's just because, first of all, I just forgot about that one, that I have so many Kickstarters that I backed. Plus, on the other hand, I'm thinking that it's okay that I didn't include them, but you can take a look with the link below. Anyway, top 10 most anticipated games of 2018. Thank you for watching. We see you another time. Bye bye. This channel is sponsored by Osprey Games. Check them out at ospreypublishing.com.